Alrighty, so templating the easy stuff. So there is definitely a temptation in this process when you find something that you think works, or there's something that looks like it's a great idea or it's going to be part of the solution, and there are going to be lots of things like that. You're going to feel the temptation to be like, oh, I'll just put that thing on tap and then just make a little system and build it into my week, and I'll do that all the time, right? That's not often the case. It's not often very easy to do. In fact, the more I think that I've tried to template those things and encapsulate them and put them into a box so that I can bottle them and use them later, I just find it doesn't quite work because life always gets in the way, and the recovery part, that part of your mind, the physical part of you, it's very complex, and it's not easy to just take something, bottle it up and replicate it over and over again, right? However, some things are. So some of those really intricate, delicate, nuanced psychological things, you can't bottle them up and put them on tap, right? They change as you change. However, some of the smaller things, and I'll use breakfast, for example, for me, I have the same breakfast every day because it totally suits what I need, and I'm happy with it, and I can do it. I don't want to be thinking about breakfast. You know, what should I do this morning? Should I cook some eggs or do this or have some toast or whatever? I have the same smoothie and I have the same 3 eggs with butter every morning. I'm totally happy with it because it makes my morning so much easier. I don't need the mental burden. I don't need to think about what I'm going to do for breakfast, how I'm going to cook it. Do we have the ingredients? I just go and fucking do it. I just automate it. So that takes a whole lot of stress, what would not normally be stressful, but in a crisis is stressful. It takes the burden of that thought out of your mind. So, you know, and you've probably heard it before that Mark Zuckerberg and, you know, the president of the United States always wear the same clothing every day. That's because they don't need to think about what to wear. They've already got it pre-planned. You know, Mark Zuckerberg, or he used to wear that stupid shirt and his jeans and no hat. And now he he fucking curls his hair and wears that cross necklace and dresses like a thug because he's trying to pretend he's a human for some reason, but it's not working, by the way, Zuck. But you don't need to think too much about some of those small, simple things because you've got bigger things to tackle. You want to save your mental and emotional energy for the things that are important to go and recover, to answer those bigger questions, right? To solve some of those problems that are causing you a lot of that stress and that anxiety. Another example is your PT, like your physical training, so your exercise. I template that. I used to love going to the gym and just doing different stuff and whatever I wanted, right? I'd make it up on the spot and spend an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours sometimes at the gym doing Olympic lifting, component lifts, you know, whatever it was. But now I've got other stuff that I need to take care of that's more important, like my kids, my family, the business stuff, whatever, right? So I just template my workouts. I've got like 5 workouts that I do. The 2 that I do with my exercise physiologist, he takes care of that. That's not for me to worry about. The ones I do at home, I've got like 5 of them. I just rotate through them because I don't need to worry too much about it. I've just ticked them all off. Yep, they'll give me a bit of a pump, maybe some aesthetics gains that I'll get out of it, but they do enough to make me sweat, get a pump on, and I'm a bit cooked, and that's just, you know, calmed my central nervous system and ticked that box for the day. Same as breakfast, you know, same as what you do as part of your nightly routine, whatever it is. Template some of those small, easy things so that you can focus on the bigger things.